The mysterious story of an astronaut lost in space for 27 years and finally returns back in 2001. Back in 2001, an interesting story came out into the light which generated a worldwide excitement and curiosity. It's believed that John Smith, a young astronaut, got lost in space in the year 1973 and eventually made a public appearance in the year 2001. In October 1973, a satellite was disguised as a spaceship by the Pentagon, and John was sent into space with the purpose of studying the orbital space. For the initial 3 days, things turned out as they were expected to be. However, on the fourth day, the orientation system of the ship failed, due to which the satellite carrying John got stuck in the field of radiation belts, which created an adverse impact on both his body and the electronics. Despite the several attempts of NASA, the astronaut could not be rescued. All the efforts went into vain and the communication was cut off. The incident shocked the entire team of NASA. Nevertheless, the head of the department acted all cool and directed the team to forget whatever took place as if nothing ever happened. The launch of satellite was considered as unsuccessful and the astronaut was declared dead due to the result of unsuccessful test launch. Everyone remained silent and pretended that no such happening took place. However, in 2001, an astronaut from Fiji, from Fiji, noticed a strange object in orbit at an altitude of 470 kilometers, and upon noticing a strange object in orbit, the amateur astronaut contacted NASA and informed them about his discovery. Once NASA received the information, they immediately sent the radio telescopes to that point, and after the object was examined, the leadership looked into the archives and figured out that it was the missing body of John Smith, the craft of John Smith. The rescue team tried to contact the satellite, however, no connection could be established. It was eventually decided to remove the satellite from the orbit as it reached the optimum altitude. In 2001, the team engaged to descend the satellite, and when the capsule opened, that's what the team saw, and what they saw next shocked everyone. Inside the capsule, they found the astronaut who was lost in space in 1973. Though the astronaut was found unconscious due to the low temperature of the capsule, when the temperature began to stabilize, the astronaut showed the signs of life again. Doctors were called, and professionals in cryogenic medicine arrived to the scene and gave medical treatment to Smith. Over time, it became apparent that it was not the original John Smith, but a duplicate, a clone, whatever. Doctors suspected that when they started to examine the patient's medical history. For instance, the record indicated that Smith showed signs of a childhood rib injury, but nothing similar was detected with the arriving astronaut. In addition, Smith's friends reported that he struggled with advanced mathematics, but the newcomer completed the most complex mathematics equations with ease. Other physiological variations were discovered in the new Smith's body. The heart was located on the right side, although it's not the case for the old Smith. In addition, the astronauts noted he had 100 pages, 50 of which were filled with characters that have never been seen on our Earth. Experts advised that he was not a man at all, but rather some kind of a humanoid species with no connection to astronaut John Smith. Then a curious occurrence occurred a few days later. He vanished. Others believe that the United States has entirely classified all information concerning him and that the astronaut has been concealed. The information in the article is based on extensive research and theories developed by renowned conspiracy theories. However, in the event of a discrepancy, Infinity Explorers shall not be held liable, they say. Okay, so this was a science fiction mythology, let's put it that way. This is by Ansh Srivastava on Infinity Explorers. So obviously this never happened. It was just something based on some other facts. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.